How would you describe your dad to people who've not had the privilege of really getting to know him?
I guess he's very selfless. It's everybody else but himself, of course. And if you ask anybody, that's kind of the same answer they'll give you. It's, anything for everybody else, and then he's fine in the background.
Dan was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in February of 2020. He underwent some chemotherapy, but his disease just progressed, and he didn't tolerate, from what I remember, he didn't tolerate the chemo well. And he just decided that, I just want to forego further treatment, and I'd rather just go home and, do what I can at home and have, quality versus quantity, if you will.
Dan wanted to basically spend whatever time and whatever resources he had on things for the family. Dan's number one priority always has been his family.
We kind of always talk about goals and what is it that you want to do and what is it you expect out of this journey. And I can tell you that most recently, just a couple weeks ago, I asked him when I started seeing some changes in him, and I said, Dan, what's one goal for you? And one of them was he wanted to go to a wedding that weekend of a best friend, and he just knew he couldn't because he said, because my son's graduating from USD on October 24th and I want to go. So I'm going to conserve this energy and not go to the wedding so I can go to this graduation. So I started doing some research. We were in the process of setting up for a flight for him.
We realized that he would not be able to make that trip even with an airplane. So that was when Martin decided that, he wasn't going to attend either. He wants to stay close. We all know Dan doesn't have a lot of time left.
So I started calling around. I talked to multiple people at the university until I finally got into the right hands of the video team, and just said, hey, any help would be great. I had no expectations. I had no requests. It was just like, maybe I could just get a video message from whoever it is that presents the diploma at graduation.
Hello, Hooi family. I am honored to be joining you all today to celebrate Martin and his outstanding achievement of earning his bachelor's degree of business administration from the Beacom School of Business. To learn about your determination and the efficient manner in which you work toward your degree was impressive, to say the least. To hear you not only continue to motivate yourself in your coursework, but others around you is commendable. Knowing the workload this degree requires, as well as going through the truly heartbreaking circumstance concerning your father's health, I'm inspired by your unwavering positivity and ability to get through even the hardest of challenges. Lastly, I am grateful. Grateful that you chose to spend a chapter of your life here with us at USD, and grateful that someone with such great character and work ethic is someone we can proudly call a part of our pack. To Mr. and Mrs. Hooi and the rest of Martin's family, on behalf of all of us here at USD, I want to thank you for your wonderful son you have shared with our community. As a mother myself of 2 boys, I applaud you for raising such a wonderful person, leader, and friend. Our hearts are with each of you during this difficult time, and please know that you are and always will be a part of the Coyote family.
Man, Martin, congratulations. Not only is he a new grad starting his career, but he's been here taking care of Dad in the middle of working. So he's working from the home and taking care of Dad, and that's a hard job. And you did phenomenal. Congratulations, buddy.
To do what you have done with everything extra going on, not only with your dad being sick, but with coronavirus going around and just the craziness that this last year has been. You have done a phenomenal job. It is always an honor and a privilege to be welcomed into a home as healthcare workers, to be a part of this stage in life. So,
of all the kids, that is probably the least likely that I thought would succeed. And here we are, year 4. And as you said, just can't be more proud of him. I would say stick with it. There's going to be good days and bad. More bad days than good. But you've got to see that light at the end of the tunnel. And there is one.